Recognizing that we are more complex than we appear is difficult. However, each of us has a higher self within us. If you want to connect with us, look for signs that you're on the right track toward connecting with your higher self and living a more authentic and meaningful life. Acceptance and the pursuit of your life's purpose are the first signs. This includes not only identifying your passions, but also focusing less on others' opinions and fully dedicating yourself to your goals. When you start connecting with your higher self, you start listening to your instincts and trusting your intuition to guide you in doing extraordinary things. Life's purpose is not something that can be discovered. It's something you breathe every day. Every action taken in complete awareness becomes a step toward your life's purpose, which is essentially a form of meditation. You stop forcing things in your life when you merge with your higher self. When trying to make something happen, we've all felt like we've hit a brick wall. However, once you reach this new level of self-awareness, you recognize your limitations and allow life to unfold naturally, reaping incredible rewards. The Tao represents the natural flow of life. You are not abandoning your responsibilities when you stop resisting and surrender to the flow. You're making room for the unexpected by making room for the new. Another important indicator is finding inner peace. You start accepting and loving your flaws, and all self-criticism gives way to self-acceptance, allowing you to face both the highs and lows of life with courage and optimism. Inner peace is a dynamic state of freedom, free of prejudices and social expectation. Most importantly, your own conditioning. It's a state of being Zorba, the Buddha combining earthly joy and spiritual serenity. When you stop following trends and start forging your own path, it means you've connected with your higher self. You abandon toxic patterns in your relationships and experiences in favor of those that truly resonate with you. When love serves as your guiding principle, you effortlessly spread positive energy. This love is more than an emotion. It represents a profound understanding that you are a part of something bigger. Your life's purpose spreads throughout the universe. This love of positivity is more than an emotion. It is the alchemy of existence that transforms love into compassion in its highest form. Compassion is not limited to others, but only when you deeply love yourself can you truly love others. Changing your perspective on the world is also a sign. You're becoming one with your higher self. You recognize that good and evil are subjective and avoid passing judgment on others. Instead of offering kindness and compassion, you stop suppressing your emotions and start embracing them. This emotional honesty enables you to live more fully accepting all of humans' nuances. Emotions are not impediments on the spiritual path. They function as portals, completely felt. Emotion can serve as a conduit between the divine and the transcendental. The emotion becomes a wave that carries you to your own ocean. Being, you can see how your past experiences have shaped who you are today, and you accept both the good and the bad as valuable parts of your journey. Everything revolves around a circle. The good, the bad, and the beautiful. The ugly have their place in the circle of life. When you accept this, you become whole and you begin to live wholly. Your truth is probably the most direct indicator that you're in touch with your higher self. You are not afraid to express your true essence, even if it means defying social norms. Speaking of which, your truth is more than just honesty. It's a form of bravery. It is the courage to always be yourself, without masks. When you connect with your higher self, you start to notice the beauty in everything around you. Life is transformed into a priceless gift. There are numerous opportunities to learn and grow. Gratitude is not a requirement. It's an understanding that when you realize how valuable this moment, this life is, you naturally become grateful. And you will find the divine at the heart of this gratitude. Connecting with your higher self is like entering an ocean. You don't go in, you transform into it. Separation vanishes, and all that which remains is a quantifiable unity. The pure consciousness of being the journey to your higher self is an inward journey, not an outward journey. It's an internal dance with the universe, a celebration of life in its highest form, and at every step of this dance, at every note of this music, your higher self is there, guiding you, loving you as you embark on a journey to find your higher self. You're not just climbing a ladder to some celestial state. You're delving into the depths of your own self-awareness. The signs of this journey are not exact science, but rather an exercise in mindfulness of being here and now. Being authentic is to be a spiritual rebel. It is a rebellion against conformity and what is expected. The only way to discover your higher self is to be fully you in this eternal, fearlessly, relentlessly, joyfully. The search for unity keeps the duality within you in mind. The higher and lower selves are not distinct. Accept your flaws, as well as your virtues. They are two sides of the same coin. When the divine and the human merge, you truly become yourself. A newfound appreciation for the finale is one of the most telling signs that you're aligning with your higher self. The past and future become less important, and you find richness in the present moment. This is not a sign of laziness, but a recognition that the seeds of greatness and spiritual fulfillment are being sown right now. As you connect with your higher self, your relationship's quality shifts, and superficial connections no longer satisfy you, and you seek relationships that are mutually beneficial and genuine. Understanding that in the mirror of another's consciousness, you discover your own hidden selves and untapped potential. Your sense of happiness begins to shift from conditional to unconditional, no longer dependent on external circumstances. You discover a type of joy that comes from within and is independent of the external world for your sense of well-being. This transcendental joy is a direct encounter with your higher self. This is a heightened sense of wisdom. In nature, that is almost instinctive. Problems become easier to solve. By not calculating your words, you find yourself saying the right thing at the right time more often than not. However, speaking from a place of instinctual wisdom is another indicator of a shift toward non-attachment, not to be confused with detachment or apathy. You enjoy both the material and emotional aspects of life, but they do not consume you. You hold them lightly, ready to let go when the time comes, acknowledging the impermanence of all things. You may also feel a surge of creativity, whether in the arts, problem-solving, or your overall outlook on life. This creativity is not forced. Rather, it emerges as an expression of your higher self. It's as if the barriers between your ego and your inner divinity have been lowered, allowing for a more free exchange of inspiration. You begin to feel a profound sense of oneness with the world around you. The illusion of separateness fades, and you see yourself as an integral part of a greater whole. Others' needs and pains are not abstract concepts, but are felt. experiential learning that leads to genuine acts of kindness and social responsibility. You begin to find comfort and uncertainty in not needing to know or control everything. Instead of being a source of anxiety, the unknown becomes a field of possibilities. Your higher self understands that each thread in the grand tapestry of life serves a purpose, even if it is not immediately apparent. Lastly, aligning with your higher self is a continuous process. However, as part of the process of conscious evolution, you recognize that this journey has no beginning or end. However, it is an eternal process of becoming more fully who you truly are.